Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pandora's Playpen, and I'm your host, Pandora. All views in this video are alleged and in my opinion. Tonight we will be going over Season 9, Episode 13, the first scene of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This scene picks up right where we left off last week, guys, and Trish and Mel are wrapping up their argument. Mel is letting the group know that she doesn't have time for Trisha's 1000 energy, that shit just ain't gonna work in her life. And Trish tells Mel that both of them are just wasting precious energy and breath. And Melody responds real quick with, "Bitch, I ain't wasting nothing." I thought that was hilarious because last week I knew Mel called that girl bitch, and that really pissed Trish off. But she knew what time it was. Destiny interjects and lets both of them know that tonight's not about them, it's all about Nell. Melody responds very quickly and lets Destiny know that Nell ain't even here yet, so hush up. They exchange a couple more words and Sunny walks in the door. And when Sunny walks in, everyone got quiet. Destiny looked like she wanted to pass out. Tisha was just looking around. Trisha was just me mugging Mel. And Kimmy is just sitting there still stirring her pot. Sunny walks across the room as she says hi to everyone, sits down next to Mel. Mel looks up and's like, "Oh, hey girl, I didn't even know you was coming." Gives Sunny a hug. They exchanged a few niceties. Then they get up and move to the other side of the room. And I'm thinking Mel filled Sunny in, but they didn't show us exactly what was said between the two of them. Right behind that, Nell comes in with her daughter and her niece. She's very upbeat. She's happy. She's vibrant. She's ready to have a good time. And the party begins. The owner of the establishment comes over and explains that there will be body painting, and she explains that the theme of the evening is the Garden of Eden, and she will be painting vines all over the knockoff Moses's chest, and the ladies can paint colorful flowers on him, and she tells Miss Nell that she wants her to paint the snake on him. Miss Nell gets real giddy like a little kid in a candy store. I thought that was rather funny. Anyhow, they begin doing the body paint. Right before they start painting, Melody lets Nell know, "Hey, I can't stay, but I will be there tomorrow." Melody looked a little upset that she couldn't stay. Like, she looked upset that she might be letting Nell down, but she hugged her and Melody leaves. Nell does say in her confessionals that it bothered her a little bit that Melody did leave. And she did take a little dig saying that any event that I go to of Melody's, I always stay to the end. I never leave. Well, sometimes, man, when the energy's messed up, it's time to go. When you got your babies and you want to spend time with them, it's time to go. But she said she understood. So as they're painting the knockoff Moses, that's what I call that man. We don't know his name, but I think he looked like a knockoff version of Moses. Destiny just can't let that man go. But moving on, as Nell's painting this snake on this man's body, Sunny's painting flowers to the left of Nell, and Destiny is to the right of Nell painting the man's arm. And Nell goes, y'all should be used to sharing snakes. And Sunny responds with, "What, ma'am? What was that?" And Nell laughs and she repeats it. She said, "Y'all used to sharing snakes." And that bothered Sunny. And Sunny was like, "I don't share anything. That's mine. I don't share anything. That's mine." And then Destiny starts like making this noise like, "Ooh, ooh, oh, oh." It was just very weird and childish to me. At Destiny's big old age, ma'am, you're closer to 40 than you are 20. It's time for you to grow up and handle your business and just be a little bit more polished. But moving on. As they're painting, everybody seems like they're having an okay time. But in my opinion, that little dig that Nell took at Sunny was the green light for Destiny to talk shit to Sunny. I feel like that moment right there was the green light for Destiny to show her ass. And I'm not quite sure why Nell took that little dig. I don't know if she was just trying to joke and be funny, but you're the person that invited Sunny to the party. You're the person that upset Destiny because Sunny was being invited to the party, but yet you fired a shot which basically gave permission for Destiny to show her ass. Now, Destiny is off on the other side of the room, out of shot of camera. Tisha and Sunny are chatting. Tisha walked over to Sunny and she's asking her how she's doing. Da 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 da. They're just basically having general fluff conversation. And Destiny waddles in between them, stops and looks Tisha in the face and gave her a look like, why you talking to her? And Tisha jokingly says, move, bitch. Get out from in the middle. So Destiny walks behind Sunny and Tisha to some little table that had like cocktails or snacks or something on it. I'm not quite sure what was on that table. That whole bachelorette party was a hot mess. She could have done better. But back to what happened. As Destiny is standing there ear hustling, Sunny is telling Tisha, and Tisha squats down so she can hear Sunny better. Destiny's telling her, if you and Destiny are really friends, basically, you need to check your girl because I'm tired of her talking about me every Monday night on her little podcast show. She's always talking about me and my husband, this, that, and the third. And basically, I'm tired of it. Well, she's telling Tisha this. Destiny comes over and she steps in and she's like, don't talk about me. And Destiny turns and says, girl, you came onto a platform that is attached to my name and I have a podcast. And Sunny cuts her off and says to Destiny, lies, all lies, please move on. Destiny claims that she has moved on. Clearly, Destiny hasn't moved on from Moses. She's given obsessed. She's probably sitting somewhere right now in the bushes outside of the jail. Lord Jesus. But they have words back and forth. Destiny just seems so vengeful, petty, and angry. In my opinion, it's just like she just has so much animosity and rah rah. I understand you were under the impression that you and Sunny's relationship was deeper than what Sunny obviously thought it was. But ma'am, sometimes you just gotta let go. Not for the other people, but for yourself so that you can have peace of mind. And I don't think she has reached that level yet. Clearly her therapist or life coach, whoever that woman she does her podcasting with, it's not working. But back to the scene. As Destiny and Sunny are bickering back and forth like chaps, Nell enters the conversation with Destiny and says, well, haven't you moved on? You should be getting a lot of big dick energy. And Nell looks at Destiny. Destiny is shocked and surprised, and she starts stuttering and stammering. I moved on. I was really happy that Nell spoke up at that moment because Nell's son Lance is supposedly dating Destiny. At least that's how they got it looking on the TV. And if that is true, and you're out here with all this rah, rah, rah for technically somebody else's husband, you got her son out here looking real crazy, and ain't no mama gonna stand for that. But Nell did repeat the question, and Destiny was like, I've been moved on. I moved on before they even came onto this show. Why would you even address me? And Nell doubled down on her question and says, "You moved on, right, boo?" And Destiny's responds with, "Like I said, I moved on before this was a thing, before they even showed up." Sunny says, "Then stop talking about it. Just stop talking about it." Tisha jumps in and she's like, "Well, what can we do just to squash this so we can all get along?" And Sunny's like, "She needs to stop talking about us. Please stop talking about us." Destiny starts acting like a 3-year-old, throwing a tantrum. She starts stomping her feet and clapping her hands and says, "I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about." And I think that caught Sunny off guard, low key. Shaking my head because Sunny's face did look kind of stunned. And Sunny claps her hands and she's like, "Well, okay. Okay." I thought that was hilarious. I was like, girl, she shook with you right there. But moving on. As Destiny stomping her feet and clapping her hands, she's telling Sunny that basically her putting a post on Instagram of the Maury Povich show up was her implying that Destiny didn't know who her baby daddy was, and that on that post, Sunny also said that there was 3 options. And also, Sunny posted and tagged Destiny in a post that said, "You keep fucking with me, I'm gonna let everyone know why your husband left you." That really bothered Destiny. And Sunny was like, "Yep, I sure did. Leave me alone. Quit talking about me." And Destiny still gets upset. She tells Sunny that basically she was talking about her kid and that she prays that she'll be able to have a kid one day, so she knows where Destiny's point of view is. That was a really low blow dig because Sunny had said earlier in the season that her and Moses were trying to have a baby and they were having a hard time and they were starting the IVF process. Destiny is just Destiny is low, and that woman needs, she needs some help and some counseling and self-love, and she needs to learn how to forgive and let go. She needs to let go of what was, accept what is, and have faith in what will be. She needs to do a lot of self-work, but I guess we all do, child. But Destiny may need to do a little bit of extra because she's a lot. As Destiny and Sunny are still arguing, Destiny's talking shit to her, telling her if she would have been a better wife and paid more attention to her husband than her, then maybe her husband wouldn't be in jail and she wouldn't be spending their anniversary apart. She was like, "Tell your husband happy anniversary while he's in jail," and making all these jail digs. I thought that was something too. But for her to say that she's over that man, she's clearly not. She's really not. Destiny threatens Sunny. She tells her she gonna dog walk her ass. This, that, and the third. "I'm a dog walk you." And Sunny responds, "But you ain't gonna dog walk nobody." And Destiny's like, "No, I'm a dog walk you." And then she stomps out the door. Tisha runs out the door behind Destiny because, child, that's her new bestie. I don't know how she believes that, but in her head, that's her new bestie. They outside in the parking lot. Destiny's pacing. She's mumbling. Tisha's like, "Girl, where you going?" And she's like, "I had to come out here and cool down. I had to come out here and cool down." It just seemed so fake. Like she really wasn't mad. To me, it felt like the scene wasn't 100% orchestrated by production, but it was orchestrated by Destiny. It was like Destiny just waits for moments where her and Sunny will be together so she can dig, poke, 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 and she gets enjoyment from it. Because just from the time of her going from inside the venue to outside in the parking lot, she wasn't mad. She didn't have the energy of a mad person. She had the energy of somebody that was satisfied of the fuckery that just happened moments before. And she gets in Tisha's face and was like, "I was serious. I was going to dog walk her. I was going to dog walk her," with all that rah, rah, rah. But that scene was a lot. And Destiny really showed her true colors in that scene and many others. But to me, in my opinion, Destiny's not for anybody. Not for Nell, not for Tisha, not for her ex-husband, her side dude Moses when they was together. I'm not even quite sure if that woman is her own cheerleader. But back to the show. The scene basically ends there, and I just find it sad that after Nell arrived, they couldn't hold it together long enough not to show out, just to let that woman have enjoyment in what was being thrown supposedly for her. But instead, it turned into a shit show, basically. I didn't like that. And also, I didn't like the fact that once again, Destiny has all this energy for Sonny and Moses, but you're with Nell's son Lance, and you're just basically disrespecting your relationship with Lance in front of his mom and think that's just going to be good or end good. I'm not quite sure. But I just wanted to drop this little video and go over this scene because I did last week's video about that scene, and I will be dropping another video tomorrow, so stay tuned. We're going to go over the rest of the episode and probably talk about the clips of the first part of the reunion. I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Have a good night, guys.